Hi there folks, welcome back to Rich Reviews. So the latest of the films that didn't go wide release in theaters, didn't make much money, or found their way onto the internet. The latest is coming out of HBO documentaries, and hot off the heels of Leaving Neverland and The Inventor is a documentary called At the Heart of Gold, Inside the USA Gymnastics Scandal, and this is about Larry Nasser. Now Larry Nasser doesn't have the good fortune of being R. Kelly or being lucky like Michael Jackson is being dead. No, he's alive and he got prosecuted, folks. Aren't we lucky? And this is really about how a top-down organization basically failed at protecting people. And if you look at the wave of abuses in recent years, such as Penn State, the Catholic scandal, or again, R. Kelly and Michael Jackson, you come to realize, how is any institution sacred? Nasser was sort of passed around, not necessarily passed around, but he went from place to place selling his services. There are a lot of talking heads here, folks, and no, Simone Biles, Ali Rasmussen, or Michaela Macaroni are not interviewed because I guess they're relatively too famous to be interviewed in a documentary like this. And we could really begin here with the Carolis, Billa and his wife, who I forget the name of, and now Billa Caroli was a guy who was working gymnastics for the Romanians in the 1970s. He then got an opportunity here to work the United States in the 1980s up till now. And his philosophy is train them while they're young, and how the fact that, yeah, at the 1970s, basically, when it came to women's gymnastics, they were at least in their 20s, or they started at a very relatively young age. And at least one woman says here, oh yes, we can tell by the age of 6, 7, or 8 whether or not you have what it takes to be an Olympic gold medalist. Wow, that's disturbing. And the Carolis have a gym down in Texas, or in the woods of middle of nowhere. His attitude towards it all is, do it till you drop. When people talk about Larry Nasser, they basically say, oh yeah, he was such the nicest guy. Yeah, so was Pandusky, Michael Jackson, and everyone else that you can think of that turned out to be a child molester. He wormed his way into helping these young girls, and say you're in a series of infomercials where basically it's patting the glutes, invite girls to his home. At least that one person basically said, oh yeah, that raised red flags with me. We're also introduced to a guy named Gedarts, who runs this gym called Twist Stars, who at least one person described him as being Satan of the gymnasium world. Now, of course, Nasser, working for Gedarts, was possibly like, okay, can you go back out there? Sort of like a professional wrestling doctor working with Gedarts. It's like, can you get back out into the ring and perform each night? With here, can you practice each day? And finally, this one girl whose leg was just basically killing her, sort of like, yeah, I have to quit. And Gedarts was like, okay, get out, get your stuff and leave. And this girl eventually would go to the ER, an x-ray, and guess what? Her leg was almost splintered in two. So you have to talk about Larry Nasser's Michigan State career. The head coach was like, yeah, I'm going to look away because I want to get the best results, and how basically, at least in 1997, one girl came forward and the coach was like, okay, I'm going to bring someone else in here and say that you're wrong. And after multiple girls came in and tell the girl that you're wrong, he basically told them, hey, look, I'm sorry here. Of course, at the same time, so apparently what this documentary tells you also is that, oh yeah, there are 22 pages basically vindicating Nasser, but they don't release another page of which basically goes into, oh yeah, you should not be alone with children without adult supervision. Basically, a lot of people, particularly these victims, were shocked that Larry Nasser could be arrested. They came to realize, oh yes, I was abused. Come to the trial here, basically it's like the judge was like, yeah, I was prepared to give him a 20-year sentence. 20 years is plenty long, but then I read his statement and he basically said, yeah, hell hath no fury like a woman's gore, and she realized, no, she was like, no, you sir cannot be rehabilitated. I just signed your death warrant. You got 400 years in prison. You basically hear woman after woman basically telling their stories about how, in court, about how Larry abused them. This was this institutionalized failure. Again, so many people retired, even the whole board for USA Gymnastics retired. Basically, this is an industry that turns out women into recognizable stars, all for them to retire by the age of 24. Folks, This has at least has the benefit of only being an hour and a half long. Unlike the Michael Jackson documentary, that's 4 hours long, here, which basically had two supposed victims, 100 plus women coming into the courtroom telling them, yeah, he abused me, with one father wanting to spend alone time with the guy. So in the end, folks, at the heart of gold, inside the USA Gymnastics scandal, what I'm going to say here, folks, is I'm going to give this film a leave work early, because quite frankly, I think just go out and check this film out here, folks. At the heart of gold, inside the United States Gymnastics scandal, have you seen this? What did you think? Please put everything in the comment box below, folks. As always, folks, like, comment, subscribe, and enrich yourself of knowledge. I'll see you next time, folks. Yes, hooray.